Dan Springer, I remember very well your time in Afghanistan when you were covering these wars, and we forget, we tend to forget because we were in northern Israel. The war lasted 31 days up there, but we have covered wars that have lasted for a very, very long time, Dan.
Well, yeah, there, Afghanistan, and also in Israel. I was up in Haifa when rockets were raining in from Lebanon, from Hezbollah. So,
right.
And that's the big concern right now is that if they go in with ground troops into Gaza, what happens at that northern border? You have a lot of people up there. Haifa, you've got Tel Aviv. A lot of people live up in that northern part of Israel, and they could be very much at risk if this is a two-pronged war.
Yeah, and those rockets can now reach Tel Aviv. They could not back in 2006, Dan. So it's a very good point. Elon, back to you. It's kind of interesting here because you think the U.S. is being tested just like Israel.
Oh, there's no question. We have two carrier strike groups sitting off the coast of Lebanon. That is serious deterrent power aimed at primarily Hezbollah and their Iranian patrons. Question is, well, what happens if they poke at us, which they have been? Look, Hezbollah killed multiple Israeli civilians and killed an IDF officer. That's a major escalation. So the question is, what are the rules of engagement of the United States? What happens if Hezbollah steps it up? Are we going to just sit there and watch it unfold? Well, that'll be a big blow to American deterrence. And so the stakes here are very, very high, which is why the United States has to stand with Israel.
Yeah, and Lisa, that's the whole thing, is we've always supported Israel, but now we're having a tough time condemning Iran for some reason.
Right, and it's so important to Elon's point that we know that not only is our friend Israel watching, but our enemies are watching too. And the United States has empowered Iran's regime. That's why their centrifuges have been spinning. That's why they have been supporting their proxy groups. That's why they've been acting the way that they have. But it is so important that America goes back to where it's solid foreign policy. The Squad doesn't represent the United States.
They do not.
A lot of Americans supporting Israel tonight.
Lisa, Elon, Kevin, Dan, thank you all. And thank you for watching America.